Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, where we are still kind of getting caught up with all our students after about 5 years, and I guess the knights too, although we don't care nearly as much about them. And pretty much everyone else that we have to talk to is upstairs. Also, you might hear my cat climbing the chair. That's her favorite activity. She likes... I've got one of those canvas office chairs and she likes to climb it. Makes her feel like she's basically, I guess, as tall as she can get in this room, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways, we still have a bunch of story to catch up on. We might have some supports to do today. Kind of interested to see. Oh man, that emblem is so weird. I'm so used to that being the Black Eagle's house flag, and now it's just the Rebellion flag. I really need to put Ingrid and Dorothea in a unit together so we can see some of those. Apparently B is as high as it can get, really. That's kind of disappointing. In fact, Ingrid can't have S rank with anybody. Maybe she's only with male Byleth? That might be the case. It's gonna be a little bit disappointing, but what can you do? We're still gonna try to get all of the 2 supports we have with Dorothea. Who's Dorothea with again? Manuela. We should probably actually finish those this playthrough. We started them, we didn't get very far. Kinda would like to see more of that. Mercedes, I think we've actually done that one. I know, actually hey, you're not allowed over there. Boo. Oh, someone's being a bad kitty. We have seen both the ones with Manuela and Mercedes. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and play those. I won't have much to add to these, though. We've seen them in the last playthrough.
Mercedes, this is unexpected.
Hello, Ferdinand. Did you come to pray?
I did. I quite like the atmosphere in the cathedral.
I always come to pray in front of wreckage.
Perfectly suited to a noble, wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
You guess so? I think the matter is rather clear-cut. It is incumbent upon nobles that we pray regularly to the goddess. The piety of the nobles is a model for commoners. It teaches them the value of devotion.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. I couldn't agree more.
These days, many nobles scarcely, if ever, pray. Look around. You and I are alone in this cathedral. It is really quite a shame.
Well, I don't really know that I count as a noble anyway.
I am afraid the nobility seems to be losing its way. When you pray, you are usually alone, right?
Yes, you're right. I usually am.
Precisely. Where are the others? Of course you cannot force people to worship. That is out of the question. Nobles must determine for themselves what they will believe and how they will pray. A religion foisted on you without your say is not much of a religion at all. Do you not agree?
Yes, I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
On the other hand, we cannot stand idly by while...
It was great talking to you, but I'm getting pretty sleepy. I'm gonna head off to bed. Good night.
All in all, one has to conclude. Mercedes, where did she go? I must have inspired her to go out and revive the faith. Perhaps I should do the same. I cannot let her show me up.
So yeah, that's clearly a pre-time skip support. We'll go ahead and do the other one, in which Ferdinand is a creeper to Manuela instead.
My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like cicadas in midsummer's air.
Cicadas? Those noisy little bugs that swarm about, endlessly mingling with one another?
Oh, good point. I will revise. My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like a swallow in midsummer's air.
Migrating birds. Never sticking around for long. Always off to find love somewhere else.
Oh, no, what I meant was,
Oh, Ferdinand, you're just not yourself today. You don't seem focused. Your poetry lacks poetry. Perhaps a break is in order.
I would not dream of stopping now. This is my golden opportunity.
Pardon me?
We are finally alone. Just the two of us.
Bow,
Why,
chicka, bow,
yes,
wow.
we are, aren't we?
You see, Manuela, I have long admired you.
Is that a fact?
I saw you perform countless times while you were with the opera company.
Oh, I see. So what did you think?
The figure you cut, that heartbreaking voice, I was mesmerized. That is why I am tongue-tied. I am nervous about speaking to you alone, after idolizing you for so long.
There's no need to be nervous, Ferdinand. That songstress you recall is long gone. I get nervous too, you know. But I want you to feel relaxed around me. Understood?
Yes, yes, I promise to try.
You're really full of surprises, you know that? I assumed you'd be more interested in combat than the arts. Come and chat sometime? I'd love to hear more about how my performances mesmerized you.
Every detail. Alright. So that's 2 supports. I guess we can go ahead and do Dorothea and Manuela and I'll clear them all out. I normally wouldn't do 3 supports right at the beginning, but why not?
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been very curious. How did you end up enrolled at the academy anyway? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling as well. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. Ah, it's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
So yeah, I am looking forward to seeing the end of this support. Last playthrough we got up to B. And I do think that this playthrough I'm going to pay more attention to my supports and try not to let them stack up so much, because that actually did become a real problem. Hey, we can get into this room again. There's nobody here. Let's leave. That was exciting. It's funny how you can only get into that room in part 2. You can never get in there in part 1. Okay, who else do we have up here to talk to? Obviously we have quests. Oh, Sedith, you probably want supplies. Do I have supplies?
With the return of its knights, Garrick Mach is finally coming back to life. The Church of Seiros will follow you from now on. But please do not abandon the search for Lady Rhea.
We'll do whatever it takes to find her.
Thank you. I know the battles ahead will be dire, but we will support you with all our strength.
I'm not gonna try all that hard.
I have something to ask of you.
Noah Fruit and Cabbage, I think I actually have this. We are working to acquire more resources and will greatly appreciate your help. Yes, I did have them.
Well done. You have my
Okay.
thanks.
So, free 200 points for now and 2,000 G's, which is probably more than I could get for those vegetables on their own. Not that money is ever really a problem. What can you teach me flying still? Ooh, you can. I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm gonna get flying from Manuela too. Who's in here? Eloise, you're not in? Have I seen Eloise? Yeah, he came back, didn't he? I think he did. That was all of yesterday, I've already forgotten. I was asleep for 5 whole years, yes.
Thankfully, it appears the records and equipment I need for my research have not been damaged.
Hooray.
I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
We can talk about that.
Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
What are you teaching now? Bow, reason, and writing. Okay. Oh yeah, either I was sleeping or I was dead, one or the other. The joke's passed, but I had it and I didn't have time to fit it in. Hi, Manuela.
My professor, you haven't changed a bit. At your age, I'd expect your whole demeanor to have changed greatly over 5 years. Though, I suppose I haven't changed either, right? Thank you for noticing, by the way.
Oh, I just had a thought. Teach me flying. Because why not?
I'm getting the hang of this.
I'm gonna need it. I need to go back to my office, to my dorm room. Can I put Manuela? Can I change her costume? Because that would be great. Put Manuela in a maid costume? Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Really?
You're gonna keep it spotless?
I don't know anything about rebuilding, but I can sure do my best to clean up the mess. I'm gonna keep Lady Rhea's room spotless, so she can use it right away whenever she gets back. You gotta find her, Professor. You just gotta.
What can you teach me? Axe and the bow, okay. Are you sure that you have permission to go in there and clean a room? Because I kind of feel like she might have opinions about that. Who's in here? Obviously.
Professor,
Ooh. Hey, Lysithia. Good to see you.
I've grown weary and impatient. These past 5 years, my hands have been bound. But now, I can finally take action with a clear goal. I'm grateful to you and to everyone.
And that goal is?
Down with the Empire. Surely peace will soon follow if the Empire is overthrown. Then my parents can finally find peace themselves.
Wait, did your parents die? Were they killed? I'm gonna have to find out more about that. Hey, Linhart. You know there's other rooms to this place, right?
The promise was made 5 years ago, but I must say I'm rather impressed by how many of us managed to make it. Personally, I only showed up because I hope to see you again, Professor. I've been with my family in the Empire until recently. I admit to feeling a little guilty betraying Her Majesty, but only a little. Now that we're all together again, I suppose the fighting will begin soon.
I suppose so. Reason and faith, okay. What's this? Is it a lost item? Oh no, Encyclopedia of Fodland's Plants, an encyclopedia dedicated to every type of plant growing in Fodland. as well as the various locations where they can be found. The information and detailed renderings within were compiled by the church and is considered an unrivaled resource for plants and cultivation techniques. It's honestly a bit intimidating. But it is also worth 500 professor points, which I will happily take. Is that everyone to talk to? Gotta hit the button actually kind of awkwardly. Yeah, that's everyone to talk to. There's still quests down here. I'm gonna swing by my room. So, I think I've strained a tendon in my hand. I'm not sure how. Unit appearance. Can I change Minwala? I can. Ooh. Attire. Okay, just war in battle. Oh, actually, kinda wouldn't mind her going to war in that. That's kind of a cute outfit. Can't make her a maid. Damn. Also, you can't really change her attire otherwise. Interesting. I can zoom in. Oh, that's a weird access to rotate her around. Look at that. It's like rotating around her left shoulder, isn't it? Maybe it was just because she was moving at the time. Yeah, I think I've strained a tendon. So, this is gonna sound like really bad. How to tell a story. I'm gonna go get food. So around Thanksgiving, I noticed that like my right finger, the joint was swollen like it needed to be popped, but it never really popped. And then I let it go for a few days and it finally loosened up and like popped it, and I was like, okay, I just jammed my finger or something. After a while though, like it started getting like really stiff again, and like I don't want to keep popping it because it doesn't feel like it's doing any good. Go ahead and talk to the head chef. Who do I want to cook with? Wow, Caspar, Flane, and Hanneman do not want to cook. How about Dorothea? We'll go with the classic. So, like, I was trying to just like,
I can
okay.
cook food, but not anything you'd call cuisine.
I forget how cute these lines
I
are.
just think it's all the same once it's in your stomach, so why overdo it with the cooking, right? Oh, really?
So it's like I don't want to keep popping it because that's probably not going to help it heal. So I've been leaving it alone, and it feels like it's been getting better, but it's still been stiff. And finally, when I pulled it slightly away from my middle finger towards my thumb and stretched it a bit, that's where it got a little bit sore. And I'm like, okay, well, I think I might have strained a tendon and it's just taking its damn sweet time to heal because I haven't bothered to tape it up or anything, so now it's taped up. And we'll see how it does. Which is kind of awkward about how to handle this controller, so I'm doing my best. Morale meals today. Traditional pastries from Fargo's home for their subtle sweetness, or known for their subtle sweetness. The dough is made with eggs and sugar. Everyone's motivated. Everyone's got perfect motivation. Holy crap. I guess I'll go with Ingrid and Dorothea then. Try to build up their supports.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
It's kind of weird. I mean, obviously it's for gameplay purposes, but basically all the services of the monastery are just fine. The only thing that really seems to have happened is the cathedral's a bit wrecked.
Maybe.
And that's about it. Everything else? Sure. Ooh, kitty. Kitty. Kitty, pay attention to me. Kitty, you want a gift? You want fish? Have a fish. Have this. It looks happy. Aw. You want more fish? Looks happy. More fish? How many fish can you eat, kitty? There's something in its mouth? Oh, they got a smithing stone. Cool. Thank you, kitty. Yeah, you're not happy with me right now. She came over to sulk next to me. Alright, who am I gonna share a last meal with? Sure. Let's go with Bernadetta and... let's go with Lysithia.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
I really
Eating
hope...
delicious food really takes my worries away.
I really hope you're not locked in your room the entire time again. Alright, that's the end of this week of exploration. I think I pretty much did everything I wanted to do. Let me figure out how to pull up quests. I'll just go to the bulletin board. Fishing for the big one, I'm gonna do that on my own. I might need to do some auxiliary battles. Maybe we'll do some of that this week. But for now, let's go ahead and end today's free time. Ooh, but today's a good fishing week, so whoops. Alright, instruct manually. Manually. Back to the council table. Alright. Gaspar, you were so close to your brawling, to your war master. Let me go ahead and work on that for you.
Nailed.
We should be able to get you up to an A.
I'll get it next time too. Nailed it.
Or at least a B+, right?
I think I'm improving.
You are. Ooh, maybe I could get you up to an A+ on your solo studies. That would be a long shot.
That went.
Yeah, that would be a real long shot, but you never know. Ferdinand. I really need to push you on your heavy armor. Really, that's kind of what I need to focus on.
I am relieved.
If I get your heavy armor up, I think all you need after that is your lance.
I am relieved.
Or your axe. Let's go ahead and do your axe too.
I am beginning to understand.
Fortunately, like, having their... I don't know why I didn't notice this before, but their skill goals tell me pretty much what I need to focus on. Go ahead and do running. And we'll give you a couple of lances in there.
It is a long...
Bernadetta, you're gonna be pretty much set. It's just a matter of increasing your chances. I'm gonna give you some writing here.
Thanks for the help.
See if we can get your writing up to C+ this week.
I did pretty...
Maybe your lance too? Dorothea, you are going to be lagging way behind. I'm gonna really need to work on you. I'm gonna make you a Dark Knight.
You're quite the motivator, Professor.
My eyes are up here, sweetie. If I'm gonna make you a Dark Knight, which is actually kind of a consolation if I'm not able to make you a Dark Bishop.
I appreciate... I got it?
You've got a ways to go. Although you are E+ in both of them, so you should be okay. Oh, no. Let's go ahead and give you a little more writing. There we go. Petra, lance, and flying. Ouch. I have definitely set myself up for some rough goes, haven't I? I'm gonna have to make use of the spa mechanic quite a bit.
You have...
Can at
Your
least get you up
guidance
to
was
C
greatly useful.
or D+. Always forget there's a plus. At least there's not a minus.
I have much expertise now.
And that's it. That's all I can do, which is fine, because I still need to plan out what I'm going to do with the rest of them, especially Anna. What am I going to do with Anna? I definitely want to bring her in. Ingrid too, although she's probably going to go from a Pegasus Knight to a Wyvern Knight, so that's not going to be that hard. Why is her flying so low? Wow, she's only a D in flying? Really? Huh. Okay, that's going to be some work. Group tasks. Skywatch, go ahead and go with Petra and Ingrid. They both need the help. Felix, I'm probably not going to use you. Sylvain, you're going for the Great Knight route at this point. Mercedes, you're probably pretty easily going to go back to being a Grimoire. Lysithia, you're going to pretty easily go back to being a Grimoire. That's fine with me. Maybe I should make you an alternative Dark Knight? I'm going to see how it goes with Dorothea. Sideth and Flane are going to be my flying units. No surprise there. Manuela, honestly, probably not going to get used. I'm sorry, honey. I'm not sure what to do with you yet, Anna. But I think the goals are all fine for the moment. Begin teaching.
Professor, I've something I'd like to ask you.
Sure. When I do nothing but fight, my spirits falter and I lose the will to keep things tidy. That's when my room falls to disorder and my spirits falter anymore. Is there no way to break this cycle? Oh man, I have definitely been challenged with this. Take a short break to do something that raises your spirits?
What a superior answer.
I mean, right now, I'm kind of in that loop myself.
Professor.
Oh. I've always admired Pegasus Knights for the versatility they bring to battle, but studying flight as well as the lance, I am sure to be useful. By studying flight as well as the lance, I'm sure to be useful no matter the terrain. Sure. I at least get the boost. I guess you're focused on sword and not lance. Although if I'm gonna make you a Wyvern Rider... something to think about. Oh, Lysithia wants to speak with me, sure.
Professor, thank you for helping me with my training.
I think we've seen this one. Anytime.
I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful. Everyone thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong. After all, were that the case, you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback. I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it.
You're quite determined.
You think I'm determined?
I mean, yeah, you're always pushing yourself.
Professor, thank you. You're the only one who's ever praised me like that. I mean, people are always telling me I've got a knack for magic. If you can call the power of my crests a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for. Anyhow, I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power. If you've noticed how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy.
Why do you work yourself so hard?
Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name. I'm determined to someday be of real value to them. and that day must come soon. I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left. Anyway, I should be going. Thank you again for your help.
Interesting, that's our support level B. I thought that was still C. Maybe we saw up to A in the last playthrough, so I don't want to spoil what's going on with Lysithea yet, if you don't know. I'll wait on that a bit longer.
We must be working with each other.
I am a little worried. Here's the result.
So good. Yeah, they didn't praise it, so it was just good. Alright. Skill level up, skill level up. Ooh, double for Dorothea. Good. Lysithea so close. Manuela's skill level up. Shamir's skill level up.
Seems simple enough.
Okay, Ferdinand learned the combat art Helm Splitter.
I think I got it.
Bernadetta learned Vengeance and Lance Prowess level 3.
It's starting to feel like a part of me.
Dorothea learned Tempest Lance.
It's all instinct now.
Manuela learned Sword Prowess level 4.
I'm getting it.
Shamir learned Lance Prowess level 4.
I get it!
Anna learned Sword Prowess level 4. And that's it. St. Seiros Day is today. There'll be a hymn recital in the cathedral. Sure, let's participate.
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
Singing with others is a nice change of pace. Usually I do it when I'm alone.
Alright. Significant amount of faith experience. I got authority experience. Good. My faith is now D+. Learn the magic Nosferatu. Learn the ability faith level 2.
I see.
Oh no, that was Lysithea. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at this fishing event on the calendar. Check schedule. Oh, here we go. Lots of large fish. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, I believe this is a good day for professor points, so I'm gonna basically take advantage of that. I'm not gonna be able to go to the rare monster sighting. We'll have to do that maybe later this month instead. Because it's just too good of an opportunity for experience, and I've got all the bait from last month. I've got bait to buy from this month. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and explore. Now, I don't have a lot to do. Do I still have the relaxed buff? Is there a way I can see that? Can I see that by talking to the guy? I definitely want to take advantage of the sauna. Either to get more flying instruction. Actually, I could probably just do flying instruction and sword instruction. And that would be actually a really good use of my time. So we might go ahead and do that real quick. If I can find out if I still have the relaxed buff or not.
Edelgard is empot but corrupt with you.
Advanced drills. I do! Okay. So it lasts all month. And you can teach me both. Probably be more valuable for you to teach me flying. I think several people can teach me the sword.
Edelgard is empot but corrupt with you.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. Ooh, that gives me a third person for flying instruction. That's really good. Let's go ahead and get instruction from Seteth and Manuela. Oh, and there's a support to go look at. I just noticed that. So we'll do that. And this is probably going to be like a real quick trip to the monastery. I don't really have any goals to do besides like fishing and getting this done. And if it wasn't a fishing week, we definitely would have gone to battle, but I don't want to miss this fishing week. After I get to like, after I'm confident I can get to A+, professor
With the
level,
return of
then,
its knights,
you know,
Garrick Mach is
I
finally coming
probably
back to the
won't be
church.
spending as much time around the monastery. Alright. Flying. I'll go talk to Manuela and get flying. And then there are many people, I think, that can give me the sword.
Ma, at your... No, I...
Alright. You can get me up to sea level. Sweet.
This experience is critical.
And I really ought to start planning for, or seeing who might be able to go ahead and do their master classes. I'm going to do that between episodes too. I'm not going to do it now, but I definitely will take a look at that. I feel like Caspar is probably ready. He was not that far off last time. Alright. You can teach me riding. Can you teach me the sword? No, you can teach me the lance. You can't even teach me riding. I will not be coming to you for instruction very much, my dear. You do not teach the things I want. I bet I could get the knights to teach me the sword, definitely. At least Catherine. Oh, and that support's over here. I almost forgot about it. Sylvain, can you teach me the sword? I don't think you can. I haven't been teaching you the sword. You're just gonna teach me the bow, right? Yeah, the bow and the lance. Actually, I might use the lance.
And Lady Wake know that.
You teach me sword. We get up to A. Oop, I always forget that's not a menu button. Oh, I've got supports with Bernadetta and Dorothea. Oh, I could go to A support with Dorothea. Really? Okay, I didn't think that was possible. Not this early. All right, north or south, pick a direction. We're closer to this one. We'll get A's either way.
Yes.
What do you have to say?
I come from the Empire, but I have no intention of ever returning. I want this war to end. I come from the Empire. This war the Emperor instigated has caused nothing but trouble and pain. I want this war to end. And that's why I'm here, fighting with you.
There we go. Piece that together, you'll get a complete conversation.
Professor?
Ah, Dorothea. Good. That's the one I wanted to see. I need to...
This may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with.
So, you found me out. I need to remember not to spam the button. I do that, and that was a problem. All we missed was, like, Dorothea wants to talk to you. Is this a good time? And of course it is. So you found me out.
Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger?
Maybe if I stop auto-advance, that'll help.
I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing.
I think we've had this one.
That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Middle Franc Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
I don't believe that's true. I won't let you be alone.
That's sweet of you, even if you are just flirting. I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
Aww. Alright, support level A, and motivation for Dorothea is maxed the hell out. Okay, we've got enough time. Let's go do the Bernadetta one. Why not? It was... can't do that. All the way down here. I can walk. So, I'm not gonna spoil it unless you've watched my other Let's Play, in which case you probably know who I'm planning on marrying, but I am going to max out as many of the supports as possible because I like my students to have partners and be happy. You're curious to know how Bernadetta is doing? Go for a visit? Absolutely.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean.
I think we've had this one too. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, no, you're right. I just remembered I had A supports with all of my students. Never mind. At least all of my Black Eagles.
5 whole years. It's weird to think about.
Do you want to go back?
No. But if you'd asked me that 5 years ago, I'd have said the opposite.
Also, my cat is shredding a cardboard box. I'm sorry if you're picking that up.
I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me.
I hope it's better than your first home.
Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come.
I'm happy for you.
It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery.
Please leave your room more. I don't want to see you in your room this whole path.
Maybe the battlefield's just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before.
Could you go somewhere new by yourself? I have some independent work for you then. Could you go somewhere new by yourself?
A new place?
Please.
All on my own? That sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on.
I can hear it, and it's very distracting.
You're teasing me, aren't you?
Maybe a little.
Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me.
Alright, alright.
You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again.
I don't really have a choice, because the last time I gave her the smug answer, and I got the same response. So, F it.
Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they?
Absolutely. I'm trying to respect your feelings. Okay, I promise.
Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own.
Cat.
Got it?
It doesn't look like it's picking this up, thank God. At least, if it is, it's only when I'm talking.
You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world.
Ooh, heavy blushing. I'll follow at a distance. I'll be with you in spirit. We can ask another professor. All of these choices suck. I'll follow at a distance.
No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying?
I think that would have been the same response either way.
Oh, that's enough. I need some time alone.
Alright, with our first? I think so. Sports. So Dorothea's at S level, Bernadetta's at A level with our first maxed out supports. Oh man, we've got so much to work on too. Well, I'm not gonna be doing anything with Cyril or Felix. Really, my support with Sylvain is still that low. Interesting. Anyways, we're gonna call it an episode here, guys. Thanks for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you let me know. Give me your likes, leave me your comments. Make sure to remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I am going to go fishing and also find out what my cat was destroying. So, y'all have a good day. Later.